My name is Rosemary Becky, and I'm running for Congress in the 11th District of New Jersey. Like many of you, I'm trying to navigate online learning with my kids. As you know, I'm a mother of three daughters and three daughters who learn very differently. And so to help us today, I've invited a very special guest and friend, Danielle, to give us some tips. Danielle is a teacher, and so we're hoping she can help us all learn a little bit more about being better at online learning. Hi, Danielle, thanks for joining us.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me.
So have to ask, how is online learning going for your students?
We're making it work. So far, we've been doing it for 3 weeks now. I'm in an elementary school, so I'm dealing with kindergartners, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth graders.
Oh,
and
wow.
That's a challenge in itself, and different challenges based on the grade. They've all done a really good job. When we started, we thought we were going to do it for 2 weeks, and then we'd get back to school, and that has since changed. And we've all realized we're kind of in this for the long haul now. But surprisingly, they're doing a good job. But there are challenges.
So let me ask you this about first your younger learners. What do you think works best with respect to like the younger learners?
You know what? I think it's really hard for them. There's a lot of distractions. They're home, they've got their toys, their little siblings, there's a lot going on. For any little guys, big guys, I think if they can get into some kind of routine, have a set place where they're going to do their work. Ironically, and I know this sounds funny, but if they get up and actually get dressed and get out of their pajamas, it gives them, they're in their pajamas, they're laying around, I even know for me, like the first day I was like, oh, I'm in my sweats, my t-shirt. I'm finding I'm getting up and getting dressed in the morning, just trying to wrap my head around the whole thing that I am doing school and it is serious.
Yeah, it's really true. We've discovered that in my house is that you really need to get up, dress, get your breakfast, really kind of set the schedule. And then the other thing, my kids are older. I've got an 8th grader, a 10th grader, and a 12th grader, and I'm finding that they need their own space that's very far apart from the others.
Absolutely. And for the little guys, it's kind of hard to do like a lot of live learning with them. And some of the teachers are trying. My own kids are juniors in high school and college kids, and the same thing. They're all in their own rooms. Some have video conferences, some don't, and they all just kind of need their space. I've made a little makeshift classroom here in my basement so I could spread out with all my stuff and my board and whatnot. And I get up, I have my breakfast, I come downstairs, and then I spend my day down here.
So let me ask you this. I have a daughter that's got ADHD, right? And I always worry about too much screen time, but yet she's got a lot of homework and a lot of time where they're supposed to be logged on and, working online. I mean, is there a point where it's too much?
Yeah, you need to find a balance. I think taking breaks in between, if she can. Yeah, and that's the struggle we had in trying to plan, especially with my 4th and 5th graders, is, I'm trying to meet them online a few days a week and chat with them, and then trying to give them things that don't involve being on the computer to do. We were fortunate enough before we actually we prepared and sent materials and stuff home, so I can say to them, when we're done talking, I want you to look through the math book and at this and try these problems on such and such page. And then the next day, get online with me and I try and correct them and go over them. But when I'm done, I'm trying to get them to do a little bit of paper and pencil and get off the computer. So
that's a great idea.
Taking those breaks and minimizing the screen time as best you can is helpful.
So tell me this, could the students be doing for themselves to help themselves through this kind of process?
Well, for them, I think they need to first accept that it's going to be this way. And I think they need to try and get themselves into a routine. They know, little kids, it's hard, but older kids, they know what works for them. Have that, set themselves up, at a desk, at a table, somewhere where that's school. And maybe they leave that then when they're done. The supplies they need to communicate with their teachers. I keep saying to my students, I'm available all day long. Email me. I will do a little conference with you. I'll FaceTime with you or use one of the online platforms from school. I'm here to help you. I think they need to ask for that help.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. And so as parents, what else can we be doing?
Well, I would recommend, again, helping them get into that routine, set some guidelines for them, be there to support them. Also, as a parent, I'm very happy to answer parent questions. I did a little math lesson the other day for a student. The mother had emailed me, she was having trouble. The mom sat in on the lesson and said to me, I just want to hear the language you're using so I can help her. And I was like, okay. So I did a little lesson for the mom and the daughter. I think just being patient, trying to, understand that there's a learning curve for all of us, and set those guidelines and just sort of be there for them.
No, that's really great advice. I have a feeling I would be online with you as well, taking math.
That's good. That's fine.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate you providing us all with this advice today. It's wonderful to have. Thank you.
Absolutely. It was my pleasure.